planted in you from the beginning. When you were created, you have this greatness. And as an African man or woman, each and every one of us, we are unique individuals. As far as you are a person of color, wherever you are, it doesn't matter if you are in London, America, Britain, everywhere around the world, in Africa especially. Sometimes we look at ourselves, and that's why other people see us the way they do. When you don't value yourself, when you don't value what you have, when you can't make the most of what you have in you, when you can't even understand who you are, everyone will give you the identity they think is good for you. You are a human in the first place. Like every other person around the world is a human. God created you the way they were created. You were given birth to the same way a white person is given birth to. You have a mother, they have a mother. You have a father, they have a father. But the difference between you and a white man is self-realization. The discovery of who they are, what they have, and what they can do, and the impact they can make. As an African person, man or woman, you have to start discovering, realizing who you are, what you can do, what you have, and what you can offer. If you can offer anything, you think you don't have any good in you, you can't impact your generation, then that means you are of no value. But in my last broadcast, I was trying to let you know that there is something you have in you. I call it greatness. I use the word greatness because what you have in you is beyond human comprehension as an African being. But making the most of what you have is what makes you important. Making use of what you have, selling your gift to the market, selling your seed to the market, selling your fruit to the market is what makes you important. I have a question. Imagine a tree. Let me use apple tree. This apple tree, you have planted it in your compound, in your garden for several years now. Let me say for 15 years, for 20 years, this apple tree have been there. And do you expect this apple tree, at this time you should be giving me fruit? And unfortunately, you haven't been getting any fruit from this apple tree. What would come to your mind? What will you say about the apple tree? You would understand that this apple tree is of no good. It has nothing to offer. So what are you going to do? You cut it off. You cut it off because it has nothing to offer. Since 20 years, 15 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, most African countries of the world have not been able to produce anything, any fruit for the world. And yet you claim to be a people. Why would other countries see us as a people? What I have to say to you is this is time for you to begin to use what you have in you. Of course, you have something in you. You are not a dummy. God didn't create you just to exist and to walk the earth and become of no use. You have nothing to offer. No. Since you have been created, you have something to offer. and you must find it out. And that's why this is one of the things, these are some of the things I'll be talking about in my broadcast. I'll be saying these things so that we, the Africans, will begin to realize who we are. It's as if we have nothing. It's as if we are no people. It's as if we have nothing to offer. But my job is to tell you you have something to offer. Help you realize what you have to offer, and help you, show you the direction, the destination, the future you have. You are not a mistake. No black person is a mistake. No black person is a babu. No black person is an animal. We are humans, and we must begin to live like one. So the greatness in you has to be harnessed. You have to go through the process. You have to become a great person, a great nation, a great continent. We are not dark continent. We have the light.